Hello, my name is Ali and welcome to my channel. We are back with Hakuoki Kyoto Winds Todo's route. Let's go. What should I do? I feel like it's rude to intrude.
Yukimura, what are you doing here? Is something the matter?
Oh, Yamazaki. Hello. I heard that Dr. Matsumoto was here. Yamazaki didn't look like he was in the mood to tolerate my snooping, so he went to the point.
I see. I take it you aim to speak with him, huh? I have been briefed on everything regarding your situation. I think I know what you're doing. However, the physicals are taking some time. Will you leave this to me?
What should I do? We're gonna say yes, please. Yes, please. Are you sure? Then, yes, please do so.
Got it. Please excuse me.
Yamazaki went over to Dr. Matsumoto.
Pardon me, Dr. Matsumoto. Please allow me to look after those whose symptoms are minor. Why not take a little break? I'll take you up on your offer.
I swear Dr. Matsumoto in my recordings has like 500 different voices. 'Cause I just... him and there's a couple other characters. Like, I think Kaoru is another one that I've had so many different voices for. So, anyway. I waited outside for Dr. Matsumoto until he stepped out of the examination room. Excuse me?
Yes?
He looked at me for a moment. His eyes narrowed in curiosity.
I need to fetch some more medicine, so maybe it's a good time for a break. Can you give me a hand?
Oh, yes, of course. What luck. Dr. Matsumoto?
Ah, doctor. Hello, Yukimura.
Oh, hi, Kondo.
I see you found her already. Yes, thanks to you.
What? I was utterly lost. Dr. Matsumoto laid a gentle hand on my shoulder.
Chizuru, I came here to see you. Kondo told me that Koto's daughter was staying with the Shinsengumi.
Oh, I see.
I knew Koto and Matsumoto were acquaintances, so I thought perhaps Matsumoto might be able to give us a clue as to his friend's whereabouts. I looked him up as soon as he returned to Kyoto.
The Shinsengumi had their own reasons for wanting my father found, but Dr. Matsumoto's appearance was still cause for joy. Thank you, both of you. They smiled. If you hear that I sound nasally, I'm congested again with allergies, but I know I needed to record some videos, and yeah, so if I'm nasally, my bad. Dr. Matsumoto then explained he had just barely missed me when he left for Edo as I came to Kyoto. He'd received all my letters, but once he finally returned, he had no idea where I was, and consequently couldn't find me.
I'm sorry that I missed you. You must have had a rough time of that. Is there anything you need?
No, I'm doing all right. So, Dr. Matsumoto, about my father. His face took on a grim cast, and before he even spoke, I knew what his response would be.
Unfortunately, I know no more about where Koto might be than you do.
I see. The defeated tone of my voice surprised me. I suppose, on some level, I believed Dr. Matsumoto had some miraculous revelation about my father. Foolish of me, of course, but that didn't make the truth any less devastating. Kondo simply nodded.
I hear you've become involved with the, treatment. You know what I mean, don't you? Koto's experiments?
Yes, I knew what he meant. The experiments my father conducted with some strange concoction that could make people go mad. Please tell me about it. I want to know everything my father was doing. He nodded.
Koto was working with the Shinsengumi under orders from the shogun to create what were called Furies. Furies are humans with nigh demonic strength and speed and phenomenal healing abilities.
Furies. This term seemed so familiar that I realized I'd overheard some of the men talking about it. Oh, then I realized, oh well.
Don't jinx him, Soji. It's gonna look bad if officers start joining the Furies.
Oh, so Furies come from something you drink, where any injured could be cured. The Furies that Heisuke spoke about are men to be pitied.
The substances that transforms normal men into these Furies is called the water of life. In China, they call it Senten. In short, it grants immortality.
Furies? Water of life. It sounded more like something from a fairy tale rather than real life. But there was something in Dr. Matsumoto's tone of voice that said he was telling the truth. I've already heard about how it makes you strong and hard to kill. But doesn't it cause so much pain that it makes most people go crazy? And even if you survive that, then even the smell of blood can make you go crazy again. Dr. Matsumoto nodded slowly, then pinched the bridge of his nose with his thumb and forefinger. He looked very tired.
So you know about that too?
Yes. And this picture again. They were human, but not human. Perhaps they were almost entirely different now. I couldn't see how this water of life could ever be used for good. Even if it had healed Sanan's arm, he'd suffered greatly in the process. Why? It sounded more like a moan than a question. My father would never want to ruin the life of another, but because of what he'd done, people suffered, and some even died. Why was my father doing this? But it wasn't just my father. I was sure no one involved expected such a terrible outcome.
Perhaps this is why Kyoto left. His conscience would no longer allow him to continue. But the water of life... Oh, this is Kondo. But the water of life was an opportunity given to us by the Shogun to help strengthen the Shinsengumi, even though the voice wasn't that much different, but oh well.
The doctor only shook his head.
It was an experiment and has failed. You should put it behind you. I'm sure the shogunate has abandoned it as well.
Kondo frowned, perhaps unhappy that Dr. Matsumoto would question the shogunate's original decision.
You've seen what happened to the men. It was tested on Kondo. It can't be allowed to continue. This experiment is inhumane, and you know it.
Kondo gave a non-committal grunt and fell silent. I was sure Kondo knew just how dangerous it was to use the water of life, but the shogunate had come to him with a request. Perhaps he couldn't refuse, even if he wanted to. Silence fell like a thick blanket.
I understand that you are the shogunate's designated doctor, but you are not one of us. An outsider has no right to object.
Sanan? His face was pale as moonlight, as if he was a walking corpse. Is it okay for you to be up right now?
Shouldn't you be resting, Sanan? You look pale.
Don't worry about me.
He bowed quickly, his mouth a compressed line, and turned to regard the doctor with a cool gaze.
We use this treatment effectively, and at our own discretion.
It's dangerous and far too strong.
We have continued Kyoto's research. I am, as you can see, living proof, so to speak.
As Sanan did indeed prove, it was possible to drink the water of life and retain your sanity. It just wasn't easy.
Perhaps you're right. But that could also mean that you're forcing your body in ways the eyes can't see.
I'm perfectly healthy. I respectively disagree. With continued research and modification, we will have many more successes and fewer casualties.
Do you plan on sacrificing more of your men in order to have more successes? Using your men to experiment with the things that put them in danger comes off as a disregard for life. It's a disgrace.
The men who gave their lives are the foundation of our work. They did not die in vain.
But... All right, that's enough from both of you. Why don't we discuss this some other time?
It was my private opinion that they were unlikely to agree, no matter what time they discussed the subject, but I felt it was polite to keep quiet.
Very well.
There seemed to be very little common ground between them, but both arguments had merit. Kondo had likely seen this as well, and he chose to end things before it got unpleasant.
If you insist, Kondo.
Sonon's face betrayed nothing of what he might be thinking, but when the corner of his mouth quirked up into the beginning of a smile, he bowed quietly and left as swiftly as he arrived.
So, how did the exams go? Yes, about that. This sure is a headache. What? Why is that? What do you mean, why? The amount of injured and sick warriors is nearly a third of your force.
What?
Impossible. It is not only possible, Kondo. It is the truth. What have you been doing to these poor men? Cuts, lacerations, bowel pain. This entire place is lousy with, well, lice for one. Ugh, I hate lice. I've never had it, but I hate it. Seriously? I'm so embarrassed to hear this. I never would have imagined. First, you need to set aside a room dedicated to medical care. Sick men can be sent there. Second, you need to clean this place up. Otherwise, I won't be able to help you. Understood. I'll get to it this instant.
My God, my nose. It's annoying. So, we were ordered to clean the entire compound.
Why the hell do we have to do a massive cleaning? There's nothing I hate more in the world than cleaning and organizing crap.
Stop bitching. Hurry up and lift up this cabinet over there. Now's the perfect chance to serve up those meat cakes you were flaunting earlier. Oopsies. Ah! A rat! I'm not going to do that really loud due to the fact that my dad's in the other room and he'd be like, what the heck? Anyway, especially with his weird voice. Calm down. It's not a big deal. It seems as though it was feeding on that rice ball over there. You're right. Who the hell hid their leftovers over here in the corner? Ugh, why do I have to bother myself with such a menial task like a servant? I mean, I'm a strategist more than anything. Cleaning isn't in my job description. Chill out. Why don't you just whip out your prized Koshu style and do all of the work for us? Shut it! My Koshu military science wasn't designed to help any of you with your housework. What a preposterous idea. You're quite the big meanie, Harada. Those archaic tactics of his wouldn't be enough to fetch a broom, let alone clean this mess. I think he has like 500 different voices too. Miki, you watch your mouth. It may be outdated compared to Western studies, but Koshu military science is far from outdated. Oh look, Kondo's coming. What? Chief Kondo, please look. This room was so dirty you couldn't even walk on it, but under my guidance it's clean as a Where's the chief? Takeda realized Kondo was nowhere to be seen, and he glared at Harada. Heh, you fell for it. Damn you, Harada, you tricked me. Wow, between bitching, kissing ass, and whining like a baby, you're quite the multitasker. Don't you ever get tired of being a two-faced prick, not knowing which face to show to people? Hi everyone, I've washed the rags. Please use this when you wipe the floors. Oh, awesome, thanks. Despite being upset because of chore duty, the men swiftly cleaned the room as a team. Which I'm surprised with Takeda. Dr. Matsumoto came the next day to inspect the cleanliness of the compounds.
Okay, this looks to be in adequate shape. Right? See everyone? Even the doctor realizes that I'm in shape. Oh god, not Akira. Compared to the complexity of war tactics, it's not like cleaning is some brilliant task. All you did was complain.
Didn't Soji get to rest all day? Sounds like he's got special treatment while he be busted our asses.
Hey, don't blame me. Hijikata is the one being overprotective here.
It is your fault. You're the one coughing up a lung. You're not improving because you don't take care of yourself. Seeing the compound in such clean condition is, I must admit, quite nice. True, this place looks different. I could get used to this.
Well, maybe we should clean every day then.
Great idea! Make sure to do a good job, Heisuke.
Me? Whoa. Hold on a minute here. You've got the most energization. Don't think you're getting out of this.
I'll help you too, Heisuke.
Oh yeah? We'll take it on together. You and me alone. Forget Shin.
Hey, wait a minute. I didn't say I wasn't gonna do it. Shinpachi, there's some trash over there. Go throw it away. We aren't starting till tomorrow, right, Heisuke? Stop running around like that. We just cleaned and you're already kicking up dust.
I was enjoying the banter when I noticed something. Oh. I could just see Okita and Dr. Matsumoto outside, walking off somewhere together. Where could they be going, I wondered.
We are going to... It's not any of my business.
I was worried for Okita, but he'd be fine so long as Dr. Matsumoto was with him. After the excitement wound down, I excused myself and went back to work. I'm going to let you guys go here. I hope you are enjoying, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!